Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video with Wrexham and we have got our Champions League phase draw. And it is slightly difficult to say the least. If you are enjoying the content, do give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. We started off fairly easy as we played the Norwegian club there in Valerenga and Fenerbahce, which was two away games that we should win. Our first home game, though, at the racecourse is against the team that knocked us out in the quarterfinal last year in the Champions League. We get to play PSG yet again, and this will definitely be part of the episode. We also then play AC Milan away at the San Siro before we play IFK and Copenhagen at home. We go away to the Old Lady and over to Italy again to play Juve before playing Villarreal at home. If you had to venture a guess in the games we're going to win, we should win the first two, lose to PSG. Very, very, very tight game against AC Milan. Should be beating IFK in Copenhagen. Yet again, be tight against Juve. And we should have enough about ourselves to beat Villarreal. We'll put that all together. We're going to be through the knockout stages yet again, you would imagine. And we should be pretty close to being inside the top 8 this time, which would be nice natural progression. Obviously, after last year finishing in the quarterfinal spots and then losing to PSG and knocking out Barcelona, which we're a little bit lucky to do, this is definitely a good league phase for us to have some progression and see how we go. In terms of since we last met, we beat Forest when we beat Forest 4-2, we beat Aston Villa 2-1 and Leicester 3-1. Yet to keep a clean sheet, which is not good, but scoring goals and doing all right. If you actually look at our XGA, we're actually underneath our XGA. Our XG. We're actually slightly over on the XGA. They've scored 4 goals, we've had 3.4, so probably should have scored 1 goal less as the opposition, but it is what it is. We're sitting comfortable and I'm pretty happy with the team. So I've got no qualms with that as well. In terms of today's episode, though, it is going to be PSG and Manchester City as a doubleheader. I think that makes the most amount of sense here. Obviously, PSG in a massive game in the Champions League, and then Manchester City only a few days later in a massive game in the Premier League to see if we can go on a league title fight. I'll see you guys then for those 2 games incoming. And give the episode a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and links down below to come follow us live on Twitch, where it's been mainly poker, but we do stream some Football Manager still. Big moment here, folks. We have made a sale on deadline day. Alexander Pavlovic has decided that he's going to go. Now, he hasn't decided because he didn't want to leave, and I still think he's a great footballer. If you have a look at him, I think, don't get me wrong, he's pretty good. He's always had a decent year, 14 goals last season, so definitely probably not the worst. I just look at him and go, he's well-rounded, but he's nothing like special at 23 years of age. We got good amount of money for him. If we go in and get the snipping tool up, as we can see here, 62 mil up front, plus 15.5 mil over the next 12 months over 2 times. So in 2 years, we get that guaranteed, but we get 34 mil guaranteed no matter what. And we get 30% of the next sale, which if he goes on and plays well, he's probably going to go for big money from Villarreal. So we're guaranteed at 96 million, more than likely 112. And for a guy like this, I think that's very, 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 very good. Now, don't get me wrong, I think he's fantastic. And it's on deadline day, and I don't like selling people on deadline day because, you'd rather have, obviously, a bit more time to plan this. But what I do think it allows us to do is 2 things. A, Neshri Rakunda and Ben Doak on the bench can fill this void for now and we'll be fine. B, it gives a guy like Arthur who, I put a lot into this and, whatever. But I look at Arthur's stats and go, he's so dynamic. Surely in our system, he would just go ballistic. Last thing it allows me to do as well is if you have a look at the money we got in the club, 176 mil, plus the money that's already going to be guaranteed here into the football club as well, which is another, the board have only given us 39 mil. Really? Only 85%. Okay, that's pretty odd. It gives us over 200 mil though to sign, and we could, if theoretically, if I really wanted to, go out there, spend 6 months scouting for a world-class left winger, and then bring in a world-class left winger. And there's a couple in mind, like if I go to Newcastle, there's an Italian at Newcastle that is out of this world, in Giacomo, who's asking to leave right now, and they want 126 to 179 million. And putting him off the left as an inside forward on attack, he could score goals for fun. Maybe we just go in and see if he wants to come in right now. Delighted because he's incredibly interested. Most noteworthy, there's no easy way to put the demands in terms of his salary. Let's go tempt and see what we can do here, just quickly, boys. Let's go here and see what we can do. Because if we can bring in Giacomo... Giacomo? No. Wow, Nathan Lyon just got out in the cricket as well. West Indies are going to win. But yeah, let's go bring him in. See what sort of bid we can maybe do here. You know, if I was to go make them an offer, 91 mil, and say suggest, they would want 117. So I think if we could go maybe like 75 mil now, after 50 league appearances, but over 3 years, I'll give you guys probably another 20 mil, give you 113. Suggest that. They want 136. 22 mil after 50 games played. Let's see if we can get this down. Give you guys 15. Minimum league goals 10. Maybe get rid of that. Yeah, see, 119 million to get in a world-class left winger. Here we go. This is what you do. You sell Pavlovic for roughly around the amount the same price, and then you bring Giacomo in if we can afford his contract here. We're not going to do that. Happy to sell on percentage. See if we can talk him down to maybe 250k a week. Wants 425, 325, 350. Win the FA Cup, you can have 1.3 mil. You can have a little bit more of that. If you score a goal, because you'll do this. Unused substitute fee, bump that up to 29. If you score, we'll give you 2 mil. Suggest terms, done. All right, we got him in. Giacomo, huh? What a signing. We go and sign probably arguably the best left winger in the league. And there we go, boys. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Definitely very, very happy with that. So there we go. Big out. And Giacomo Consigli comes straight in. What a signing. That just kind of hallmarks that we're going to try and win the league this year. You know, to bring someone in like this, team register him. Where are you? Yeah, Gianmarco. Sorry, not Giacomo, Gianmarco. Perfect. If it was Giacomo. What a signing. What a world-class talent. You know, if you look at him at Newcastle, 63 mil, been banging it around, 3 goals and 4 appearances so far this season. So, pretty happy there. Let's go in and put him straight into the team. If we get Giacomo in there. And I think straight away, as much as he's very good at crossing, you'd be wasted in that. I think you got to get him inside forward there and probably on attack instead of support. Oh, no, he's got good passing and good vision. Probably on support. Is it inside forward on support? And there we go. We got 2 Italians who've been playing together for Italy down the left-hand side. Now with the team, you got Herman and who's world-class, Giacomo who's world-class. That is a world-class signing. I'm very happy with that. And guys, I'll see you guys in a second for the double header. And let's go and see how Giacomo goes in his first few games. Here we are, first of the 2 games in the doubleheader. I do have to put out a public service announcement here quickly. It's taken me nearly over a week to get to this doubleheader. Just obviously we did an upload every day in Jan, and in Feb I've played probably so many hours of poker, including in Jan as well, that just needed some time off in between all of it. So I'm trying to maybe not upload every day in Feb, but from now on probably do an upload every few days if we can. At the moment I'm playing quite a lot of poker, so it makes things quite difficult to then work full time, play poker semi-professionally, and then do some content creation. Anyhow, hopefully you guys still like and enjoy the episode and still like and enjoy the content. Obviously the first of the doubleheader here is against PSG. We're at the racecourse against Pep Guardiola's men. But before we get into that and we get into Manchester City, have a look at the start to the season. Only one game which we have not won, and that was against Arsenal, where we drew 1-1. And that was obviously a fantastic result for us. As you can see, Arsenal was slightly the better team. Outside of that, we beat Forest, Villa, Leicester, West Ham, beat Wolves in the Carabao Cup with the rotator side, Bournemouth, Chelsea, and Everton all beaten. Quite a number of clean sheets in there. Valerenga and Fenerbahce we've already played and won both of those games 2-0 in the Champions League. Obviously, that game against Man City in 3 days' time is going to be a game to see if we're top at the first point of the season that we do see here. In terms of the team, we're in a very good spot. The game's still recommending that we get, Alfredo Lorenzi as the first choice centre-back. Don't get me wrong, I think he's fantastic, etc. But I think for our system, he does not fit here in the 4-3-3. So first point of call here is Jared Cunnington has developed into a monster. We always knew that he could become great. We did get worried about his progression, but he's definitely one of those later blooming sort of wonder kids that you heard about for this year's features. Just mentally have a look at those stats. I can't stop banging on about him. I think he's fantastic. McAtee's going to make the bench. Lorenzi will make the bench here, and Neshri Irakunda is wanted at the moment and will make the bench. If a big bid comes in for him, I will sell Nestor. That is for sure. If you have a look at the second thing I want to call out about the team is have a look at the star ratings here. Everyone is 3.5 star better, so they're a good/leading Premier League player or better with a couple of world-class talents sprinkled in, which means if you have a look at the season preview now, Dominguez is the best goalkeeper in the league. Koulibaly still one of the best players in the league. And our best 11, if you have a look at it, is world class. I still tell me to put Consigley up front and Herman out wide. I'm definitely not doing that. Herman will stay out wide for us here. Let's get straight into it, though. Obviously, this is a big game here against PSG in the doubleheader. Hopefully, we go absolutely massive in this one here as well. To sign a player of Consigley's quality for the amount of money we get is huge. And yeah, Champions League song against PSG. I did press skip by accident once too many, but that's unfortunate. We'll recap Guardiola's team here in a second when we get into the game. But it is a very strong side, a PSG side that have gone on and been very, very good in the Champions League, but I don't think they've won a game in this haven't won a Champions League in this save. They still got Mbappe out there, but Donnarumma, Fofana, De Bast, Balacetti, the Spanish wonder kid. This is a team that beat us last year, so it's pretty similar. Mbappe's still out there on the left as well. So yeah, still a very good team. Anyway, we win the ball back here, and Herman finds Consigley, who will beat his man eventually and go down this left-hand channel. Remember last year when we got knocked out, we were the better team at home and then ended up losing that game there 2-1 and getting pumped in France. So it'd be nice to exact some revenge here as Cunnington and Robinson find a junior, and we are going to get into it. Do into Cunnington. Good balling for Herman, but didn't put enough on it. Do knows how to hit him. The new signing from the centre of midfield, unfortunately, has his efforts saved by Donnarumma. But 11 minutes in, a very strong showing. They got, obviously, Vitina, you great out there. Samuel Chuck out on the right-hand side as well. Mbappe on the left. It's a strong team. It's a strong PSG team, let's be honest. Anyway, Parsons here on the ball. We have looked good in this 4-3-3. A lot more defensively solid and still very expansive. And proven by our league position, and I'm looking very much forward to the Manchester City game in the second part of this double header here. Cunnington finds Junior, who's been fantastic, keeping Ben Doak out the side, and Herman will recycle, and Cunnington with a great ball over the top finds Robinson, numbers queuing in the box. He looked down the line instead for Junior, and unfortunately did not find him. Cunnington will sweep this one up, though, and he finds Koulibaly, who has thrived in the 6 role for many a season. Moriba, who's been fantastic in the centre mid on attack, going down the line, cuts it to Consigley. He knows how to hit him if he gets half a yard. So he looks for Do. Moriba, what a move, what a goal, what a few touches of football. PSG have been lit up, and we lead 1-0. And in the end, Moriba scores from the centre mid on attack yet again. But have a look at the combination. The back heel, the touch into Do, and the first time ability to lay it back into the path for Moriba, who continued his run. And that is a finish. And him as a centre mid on attack is nearly as good as what he was for me at Mess in FM20 when he played as a Mazzala for me that season. Now, out of all the midfielders, is he the one that's the most world-class? Definitely not. But is he the one that probably thrives in this system the most? Probably. Samuel Chuck with a ball into Vitina here. And here we go again. Ball in towards Alvarez. And in the end, Cunnington with a world-class block as Julian Alvarez, the man that Pets brought from City to his PSG side, misses thanks to a great block from Cunnington. Mbappe whips one. Herman will chase Alvarez here as they recycle. Mbappe looked offside, and the flag has gone up. And 26 minutes played. It is still going to be 1-0 Wrexham. Mariba's indicated he's got a bruised knee. We do have a game against Manchester City in a few days' time. I didn't expect we would get any sort of rotation here, so maybe worth getting Mariba off here and bringing in, the likes of a McAtee here at halftime to make sure Mariba's 100% fit for the next game as well. And the game suggesting that too, and I think I'm going to here as well. So McAtee's going to come in early. Doesn't get as many minutes as probably what he should, but he is going to come in here as well. And that's going to be our only change here at halftime. I think this is a very important game for us here in the Champions League. Win this game here, we're probably going to make it through the 8, you would say. So it'll be nice to continue on here. Approaching the 60th minute mark, we'll start thinking about some more changes. PSG struggling for chances, but we're not keeping as much of the ball as I would like in the 4-3-3 system. I will say we are playing against a Pep Guardiola 4-3-3, so generally you're going to lose that possession battle. Anyway, McAtee came in at halftime, finds Parsons, Destiny Udogie, and he finds McAtee, goes on a run, numbers inside, Herman, one touch, and in the end finishes, hit the inside of the post and in. Mr. Josh Herman scores his second of this game. And that is a great finish. We lead 2-0 here against PSG. And we have really got a world-class side that really could go on to winning the title this season and going on and being a force in the Champions League. I believe in this. I reckon our golden generation or golden window is open now. 2-0 up, though. We know that this means it's probably game over. So we're going to get Junior off. Mohamed's going to come in there too. I think we're going to get Caputo in for Desiree Du as well. And we're going to get off Destiny Udogie. Dan Robertson needs the minutes here, so I'm going to do that as well. And I'm happy with that, with the 5 change we made. Can Singly go short to Mohamed? He can hit him, the Egyptian king. And well, in the end, he put it over the bar. The new Egyptian king, the man that's the heir to the Mohamed Salah throne. AC Milan are 9-0 up against Fenerbahce, by the way. That is an absolute pumping happening over there. And there we go. Time's ticked away. Consigli in this inside forward role hasn't really got going for us yet, but I would imagine with his quality he will at some stage. Time has ticked away though. We have been utterly dominant here, and we're going to get one last highlight as Ben Doak whips one in towards the back stick. Cleared. Caputo heads back in there, and Donnarumma will claim. I think that's going to be the highlight, which is a bit of a pointless one. Or maybe not. As Donnarumma goes long. We force Pep to go long. I like it. And in the end, Cunnington sweeps up again. Ben Doak needs runners. McAtee. Consigli made a run. Ignored. McAtee goes himself now. Gets in the area. What a run. Great save from Donnarumma. Would have been a pretty special goal. But Donnarumma foils, and that is that. In the end, 2-0. Pretty happy. Into the dressing room we go. I'm absolutely ecstatic with the result and the way we played. And that is a pretty superb performance. Which is very good to see. So I'm going to see we're going to cut away. I'm going to see you guys in 3 days' time, or 4 days' time for the Manchester City game, knowing if we win this one away at the Etihad Stadium, we will be top of the table at the end of this episode. Here we go. Manchester City, second game of the doubleheader. We are going to get McAtee to the bench, I reckon, here. And the rest will pick itself. Decided to move Consigli as an inside forward on attack. His form's not been the greatest. His best game has come up front against Valeranga and played okay in his debut game. But since I haven't got enough out of him. I do think inverted winger is better than an inside or the other winger roles. I will say the winger role is the best role. I think the inverted winger role is better than the inside forward role is what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, Manchester City here we go. Hedell's in goal. Haaland's still up there. Foden, Rodrigo, Pinto, obviously world-class Pinto we all know about. Lewis is out there. Rico Lewis out there at right back as well, which is good. And let's see what we can do here against Manchester City who are top. We're second. I still think on paper, I probably don't have the better starting 11 because Guardiola's unreal, Bamba's unreal, Botman's still pretty decent. I definitely think we're favourites now when Haaland gets injured inside a few minutes. That is massive. Maybe we can go out here and win. Now, if you told me straight away you draw away from home against Man City, I'd probably take it in a title race, knowing that you got that home fixture later in the year to win. But yeah, as you can see with Haaland off the park, this probably could be a big opportunity for us. Anyway, Oscar finds Bamba. Bamba into Pinto. Pinto now with a great ball over towards Foden, who is world class. And, well, in the end, Viktor Dukanovic has scored. And he's not bad. He's an okay backup, but there we go. We let him through, and in the end, the guy that comes on for Haaland decides he wants to score, which, fair enough. That's kind of how it goes, unfortunately. So we are 1-0 down early doors here in the second game of the doubleheader. Hopefully, though, we can find a way back into the game. And if you look at the match momentum, fairly even. We've had slightly the better game, but the game, the better, momentum. But as you can tell here from the stats, this game's lack quality. There's only been 3 shots in the entire game. City's only shot was on target and went in. So, yeah, it is not the greatest game of football out there at the moment, which is not good. I've got a fresh arms tell us to sort it out. I'm also going to try the inverted winger role here on support as well, because I believe that's what we played Alexander Petrovic? That's what happens when you don't play a game for that long. Where is he? We sold him for big amounts of money. Pavlovic, not Petrovic. Going to move Consigley out to the inverted winger on support. Straight away up to a 7, so he must have played a good ball somewhere. But nothing really to write home about here. We've struggled to really break City down, which is not good. Ben Doak's going to come in, and I'm going to just move the sides here on these two. Junior's not 100% fit, but not much we can do here. Koulibaly's dead, so George Davies will come in. And what I might actually do is let's get Herman out wide, inside forward on attack, because we know that's definitely his best role out there. And we'll get Junior off and bring in Mohamed. I think we'll do that. And hopefully we find a goal here 65 minutes in. Don't think we need to change the system just yet, but if it gets to like the 78th minute, I'll probably go into the 4-2-3-1. And we have a highlight here. A goal right now, though, for City would kill this game. Anyway, Mariba wins the ball. That's a great ball to the channel. Mohamed's quick and is away. He's got Ben Doak, who's quick inside of him. Finds him. Can Doak find a moment? Mariba deflected and in. We're lucky. Ben Doak did his best to give that away. Poor touch, trying to get into the box. Gave the ball back. Fell back to him. It's one of those ones where the match engine says this is a goal highlight on the counter and the graphics engine doesn't know how to compute it, because that was definitely very lucky in how we got this. Like from here, Doak should play Mariba or slip in and then kick it straight at Bamba. But the deflected goal, it's 1-1 and a highlight straight away from kickoff. It's a big, big moment here in the season, you think. 70th minute played. And we win the ball. George Davies has been fantastic for us since jetting out. One of the homegrown talents like Josh Herman, who's on the ball now. And he gets to the byline. He cuts one in there. Doak's not known for his headering ability, but we have scored 2 goals inside 2 minutes, nearly inside a minute of each other, and we are 2-1 to the good. And there we go. We win the ball back from kickoff through George Davies, a ball in from Herman, and Ben Doak, who is pretty small to, out jumps Guardiola? Yeah. And we win 2-1. That is absurd, but from 1-0 down to 2-1 up, and if you look at the match momentum since half-time, we've been the better side. So I'm very, very happy with this turnaround. With this being said, I'm going to make the change in Sarah coming in there for Herman, who's dead, but more just as a winger on support here with 2 dual wingers. I think that's fine. And Mariba's looking pretty tired as well, and I'm going to bring in McAtee here as well. Time ticks away. It's been a fantastic game for us. We have a game in 3 days' time against Birmingham where I would fully rotate, so I don't mind these boys running into the ground a little bit here as well. 8 minutes of added time. Can we hold on here for what would be a great victory, a great comeback? I tell you what, guys, championship winning sides find a way to turn it around late doors. And we scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and we've gone from of a game to, that's a superb performance. Consigley went straight away to a 7, so maybe I'm going to play inverted winger, even though I don't think he fits it. Hopefully he still scores goals. But yeah, what a performance. We win 2-1. We beat PSG. We sold Pavlovic for big amounts of money. Bought Consigley, who's a world-class winger as well. And that is a superb performance. Thank you for checking out the episode. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I filmed this in the end on the 10th. It's taken me since probably about the 1st or the 2nd to get this all done. I endeavour to get some episodes out in a bit quicker as well. But this one will definitely be coming out on the 11th. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.